Hello. And welcome everyone to the second phase of Ultimania 10. And now I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen over to see our contestants. I have with me Aiden. Hopefully more of our friends will be able to arrive soon. Good, I have the remote right here. So, the first match will be Tico versus Steve. It'll be Tico versus Roshan.
Yay.
Oh yeah, because of me looking up things on my phone, I now am stuck having the live feed of every freaking Denver Broncos football match, and the Broncos just lost to the Dolphins 70-20.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I know jack shit about football.
Yeah. I'm not big on sports either, but I do enjoy watching the salt of football fans. It's just something that's really entertaining to me. So for the second half, we have Tico, Roshan, we have Gabe, then Cat Commander, then Miller DeBurb, then we have Cam, we have Stormy Aura, and it seems like we're actually gonna have our Battle of the Lucarios after all, between Collector K9 and Dan.
Yay. Grunge match.
And then we have Jonas versus Flo Does Nya. And then whoever wins between those two battles against Boxer. And then whoever wins between those two has a chance to battle either Grizz or Game Cobra. Then it's me using Ridley versus Dracar, who used Mewtwo. And whoever wins between us battles against Rearview Rover. And whoever wins whoever wins that round battles either Kit or an Angry Rabbit. So either way, this is gonna be a fun tournament, and whoever wins this entire tournament will battle against Arcadius's Joker to see who becomes the current Ultimania champion. So now, if you are all ready, let's begin. Ultimania 10 Phase 2.
Round 1.
The Pink Yoshi versus Steve.
Yep. It's Tico versus Roshan. I was about to say in Metal Gear, but the stage is actually, I believe, Shadow Moses.
Yep, Shadow Moses. The setting of actually the third Metal Gear game, because Metal Gear Solid is not the first game in the franchise.
Yeah, it's Metal Gear for the NES and Snake's Revenge. And Snake's Revenge is the sequel. Unless you're
isn't it
counting
Solid Snake? Metal Gear 2 has the subtitle Solid Snake, right?
It's just Snake's Revenge. But then again, we're also talking about. We're also not talking about the MSX games.
Yeah, no, it's. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, not Snake's Revenge.
Yeah, Solid Snake is the MSX game. Solid Snake is the MSX game. Snake's Revenge is the NES game.
What the fuck? This franchise has some dumb titles, but what the fuck were they thinking with Snake's Revenge?
Yeah, and if you pay attention, yeah, and the entire thing for that was because they couldn't port Snake's. They couldn't port Solid Snake because the MSX is a far more powerful console than the NES. Oh geez, holy cow! Freaking Knuckle Joe just dusted that samurai.
Gave him a light dusting.
Yeah, it looked like Tico was going to completely overpower Steve, but Steve was able to come back. Let's see who tries to get the. Doesn't look like either of them are trying. I was gonna say, it looked like Steve unlocked that Pokeball with his pickaxe. But it doesn't seem like anybody is going after the. It doesn't seem like anybody is going after the Super Flag. Steve has his final smash. That was not a good idea. Yeah, Tico ran smack first into a bomb.
Yeah, these guys aren't too bright.
This will likely eliminate Steve here. To be fair, I honestly would have probably chosen to use Final Smash first, and then while Steve was eliminated, go after the Smash Ball. But again, I'm not a... But then again, that would be a human player making those choices, and not a computer. Oh no, Yoshi became tiny.
No, Yoshi.
We have a tie game, and pretty close in terms of life count. And we have special guest appearances from a couple of geckos. Yes, I'll never get over the fact that geckos sound like cows. But with a nice bullet bill, Tico was able to take it. So our Roshan has been eliminated. So now we're going to be moving up the rankings here a bit. Until it is Terry versus Ness. So it is Cam versus Stormy Aura. Yeah, and this is Ness's home turf. Because this is a Earthbound game, Earthbound stage.
Mm.
Ness has somebody got. Well, there goes Terry. You got. He must go. Another planet needed him.
Yes.
And then Ness just killed himself for no good reason.
As you do.
Oh, we got Fire Emblem character. And of course, as all NES players do, they instantaneously use PK Starstorm. But it does legitimately seem like he used PK Starstorm more to use against the frickin' bird wrestler person than Terry there. I'm sorry, I keep hearing like Master Balls whenever he uses that move. Yeah, he was trying to use PK Thunder to spike Terry, and it didn't work. Oh, Terry got caught in a Dark Rise Nightmare. With a good punch, Terry was able to eliminate the bird, but that's not how you score points in this. You okay?
Yep. I'm just tired.
Ness is able to... Terry does have his final smash.
Dragon Terry.
Ooh, very unfortunate for that wrestler there, running right into an electrode.
Five, four, three, two, one, time.
And unfortunately, Cam, you ran out of time. The winner is Stormy Aura.
Ness wins.
Unfortunate.
And now we'll keep moving down the board. And next round, we will have CC versus Dan. But after these next series of battles, one which will be Flo Does Nya versus Jonas. In Brinstar.
Good old Brinstar.
Oh, this is the ending sound for the original Metroid. Except not like NES or anything like that. Yeah. But I do understand the idea of people are saying like, oh, like having DLC characters is strong because Ness is pretty powerful. Not Ness, Sora is actually pretty powerful.
Yeah, Sora's just kind of pay to win.
Yeah, but so far we haven't had a Sora champion yet. We'll take Kingdom Hearts for ourselves, boys. There is a super flag, but I doubt it's going to last very long because it's not the kind of stage you can use that in. Is that 2 super flag? Oh wow, there are 2 super flags there.
Nice.
Very rare that happens. But there is a star in play. It's not immediately straight up though, so. There was a bit of happy slaps there. Oh, Sora had filled up his meter. I completely missed that.
What is it, Bubbles?
Hey, look, it's that character from that multiplayer game that kind of bombed. Because, let's be completely honest here, Nintendo's internet is honestly not very good.
Which one?
The spring-limbed dude.
Oh, ARMS.
Yeah. And Wolf whiffed that one. That's kind of sad, really.
Yep.
There were a couple of times there where Wolf was almost captured by where Wolf was almost captured by the Claw. By the way, Sora, nice. But it's a question of how long that'll last. Yep, only lasted like maybe 5 seconds. Sora misses his final smash. Yeah, but sometimes the AI in these stages is a little suspect. Yep, there's the Black Knight. I think he's from Fire Emblem.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Looks like he could be.
time.
Sudden death.
Sudden death. Go. Game.
And with the nice recovery move, Jonas takes it.
Weaklings, the lot of you.
Jonas takes the win.
Good job, Jonas.
So now it's me versus Dracar.
I have absolutely no confidence in you whatsoever.
Ooh, unfortunate hit by the Shadow Ball there. Now we're at an even. Now we're a little bit more even. But Mewtwo has his final smash, and so does Ridley. Ridley makes contact first. Oh, all 3 pieces of the cannon are in play. And Mewtwo just dropped 2 of them because he died. There is a fake Smash Ball in play. Unfortunate. Ridley broke the real and fake Smash Ball. And then promptly committed suicide. Problem is though, it didn't take. Problem is though, I don't think Mewtwo died there. And with the giant laser cannon, we're now down to 2-1. Ridley has final smash. And was able to make contact. Will this do it? Nope. Jeez, Chaos Control makes him so slow. Oh no, and Ridley's being cooked.
To be fair, Ridley gets cooked all the time, though.
Yeah. Now we're at 1-1 with a minute left. Mega Hammer is in play. Ridley has some Smash Ball and the full meter. Oh. Oh, perfect hit there. This ends it. But if there's one thing that I actually kind of laughed at there, was just how the chain chomp was just hanging off of the edge. Ridley summoned the chain chomp and it was just like, oh, I'm dangling here. But yep, Ridley moves on to the next round. So it'll be me versus Rear View.
Round 2.
So it's now So now it is Tico versus... It keeps scrolling down when it doesn't need to. It's Tico versus Gabe.
Hello.
Hey, he's my buddy Dan.
So.
What's good, Dan?
Hey Dan, guess what?
What?
The battle for the pants is on.
Gregory, did the beat go off?
Finally, the second bracket. Gets to see how this works out.
Yeah, so now it's Tico. So now it's Tico versus Gabe.
Try me.
Oh, now Gabe has summoned Crystal.
She must be popular.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all know that Crystal was always popular.
Even with the random number generators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
The random number generators are notoriously furry. Everyone knows this.
Then why do they hate me when I'm doing tabletop campaign sessions?
Well, is your character a furry during tabletop campaign sessions?
Almost always.
Then I don't know what to tell you. Geez. Ganondorf took a lot of punishment just to get knocked out. To get knocked out for 1 health. So if this continues the way that it is, where every 2 Yoshis for 1 Ganondorf, this battle is not going to last very long.
No.
But we have a real and fake Smash Ball in play. And Ganondorf broke the fake Smash Ball first.
Good job. Hello. Hi, kid.
Hey, kid.
How you doing?
This
Doing
is the
good,
man.
my guy.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah.
Man, he's here.
Yeah.
Tico summoned a goat.
Let me pop this out. So how's your guys' Sunday been?
Gone good. I went
pretty good.
grocery shopping. My sister is helping make tikka masala today.
Hi guys.
Ooh, nice. Oh, hey! Hey, Dan, CC.
Hello.
So see,
Hey, CC, I have good news for you.
Yeah.
The battle for the pants is on.
Oh.
You and Dan are fighting in this round.
oh boy, here we
Neither of
go.
these are ones that characters that I picked.
Yeah,
No,
you picked
it's later.
Lucario.
It's later.
It's a
It's later.
Okay.
It's your Lucario versus my Lucario.
Oh, fun.
Try that again.
Kit, you said earlier you had a thing you wanted to show me.
I did, and I shall now show you. In fact, I can show everybody if you want. I can
Go
put
ahead
the
if you
voice
want.
text.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Or do you want it just for you? Because it is.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay. So I did get. I finally got the art in that I'm going to be using for my my stream background for the Silent Hill marathon.
Oh boy.
Oh, geez,
Yeah.
that's a combo of horse and boar alike.
Yeah, that was a bad mix for that Yosh.
We got stomped by the hooves.
Ooh, that works though. So here I will put that in voice chat or voice
Boy.
text.
Oh, boy.
Yes, I am very much.
You've been hyping this up for like a week. So it's worth it.
I have, and I think it will be, and for you in particular.
And
So here
it
you go.
is game.
Okay.
Gabe moves
Okay.
on. Sorry, Tico. You've been eliminated.
Get on.
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my, it's right there! Look, it's me! Oh my gosh!
Do you like it?
Holy shit! That's amazing.
I thought it'd be pretty good for what we're doing, for what we're going for.
That is hilarious.
Look at my there!
Wow. That is hilarious. I'm saving this now.
I think it turned out well.
Holy
I'm sorry, I
shit.
don't get much art of Little Bibbly there. That's so cute,
Little
Yep.
Bibbly.
He's just got the little. He's just got the little stuff. He's just got the little stuffed animals that he's clutching for dear life.
Yeah.
He's got the little Voli, and he's got the little Grizz, and he's got the little Cello, and he's got the little Aiden.
Poor man, he's gotta put up with the nurses of all things.
I showed Voli, and the first thing Voli said was, "Aiden looks too cheerful."
No, he would
I
be
think-
the nurse.
And I responded. I think Aiden's the only one who would be happy in Silent Hill.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
right
kidding.
now we have the cat. Right now we have the Cat Commander versus Miller. The classic battle of cat versus bird.
It's
Oh, that'll be good. I like. Incineroar's been really impressive in this tournament, although GC's Incineroar seemed to go further.
Yeah.
I think Dan likes it. I think Dan.
I love it. I love it. It's Bibbly! Yeah!
We now know how to make Dan happy. Get some Bibbly.
Yeah, that was easy.
No, just look. I don't get much art. I'm not able to afford much art. It's a little, and when I see it happen, it's just yeah.
Oh no, that's fair. It's always amazing to get art, and even if you're a stuffed animal, comforting the poor terrified
I'm
collector
forever
canine.
on a student. I'm forever on a student budget, man.
Well, I was lucky that. Well, that was phrased poorly because I don't mean to be mean, but the artist had their car break down and needed somebody who had a little bit of money like immediately, and I happened to be needing streaming art, and so her discount was timely, and I helped her out. She helped me out, and she's the one who did Finn, incidentally.
Nice.
Oh, that was not a good choice for
That was-
Incineroar there.
I mean, it sucks.
Yeah, that was a
it
bad crash.
sucks that crowd crash happened.
Sucks the what?
So, it
the
sucks
car,
that
yeah.
car crash happened. Yes.
Oh yeah, well, it wasn't a crash. It was more of a breakdown.
A breakdown. Yeah. Well, breakdown. I mean, cars
That's a
breaking
little
down
less.
in any sort of situation is not fun.
Oh no, I get it. I hate car trouble. I had this winter. My battery kept dying, and when I got AAA up there for like the second time, and I'm like, the battery's fairly new, and they're like, well, you're not taking good enough care of your car. We're gonna have to start like charging you more than like your yearly plan if you keep calling us. And I'm like, well, can you tell me what's wrong with it then? Because I'm driving it enough. Can you at least tell me what's wrong? And she's like, no, you just need to drive it more. And I'm like, okay, fine. So then I take it into Subaru like a week or two later, and they're like, oh yeah, no, this battery's shot. We need to replace it. And it's still under warranty, so we'll do that. And I'm like, oh, F you, AAA.
F you, AAA.
Trying to shame me for something that wasn't my fault.
Yeah, and it just fucking... They make you pay for it, too. It's like, shame on you. Here's a check for $200.
Well, I get it. Like, I get it. I live in the hills. It's a little remote, but, like, still, geez.
Yeah, right? I mean, at least the battery, at least it was just the battery. I remember, like, there was recent problems with the family van that we ended up trading in for a newer car. And it turns out that because it was a Kia, they had done something with the oil lines, making them run right over the battery terminals.
Why?
No, I'm sorry, it wasn't the battery, it was the alternator.
Why?
Ooh, that's
Why?
worse.
I don't know. But for some odd reason, oil lines were leaking oil all over the alternator. It's been like the seventh. It was like the seventh time this thing had to be replaced in the entirety of having that car.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that cause a situation where it causes the thing to catch fire? Oh, and apparently Falco is just stuck.
Oh, he made it. I didn't think he would.
Oh, Falco had the
Ooh.
Falco had lost his mind. He had the leaf power from Mario 3. That's why he was just hanging there, and then he went up.
Oh.
So Dan, did you have like Hexus in your engine or something?
Hexus in my
engine? That's an old reference. Good lord.
I don't know. I'm honestly a bit confused as to what you're talking about.
The bad guy from Ferngully drinks oil.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, I don't know.
Freaking...
If he was, he had a very big cold for years, because all his oil was leaking all over the alternator, making it go bad.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I remember that particular character. That's Tim Curry who voiced him, right?
Yes, it was. It was. He sang too, which was kind of a treat.
Nice. Shit. But yeah, now it is. Yeah, so now it is.
His little trick my ma taught me.
What trick my mama taught me?
I need a little kit plush like that. Actually, like for real.
Yeah, so
wouldn't mind having one of those.
Now it's Stormy Aura versus. Jeez, it keeps sliding up and down. Stormy Aura versus Deary the Deer.
As opposed to Deary the oblong cow.
So now it's two smiley boys fighting against each other.
They're both psychopaths. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yep.
No, look at those eyes. That's not normal.
The villagers
one is a psychic and the other is a psycho.
Have you guys ever seen There Will Be Brawl?
No.
Oh, okay. We need to do a watch party then because it's free on YouTube. It's a live-action series that they did when Smash Brothers Brawl was new, with like people in costume and everything. But it's like a dark film noir Super Smash Brothers.
Gosh.
And
who murdered who?
No, it's great because they have like Wario and like Wario's like this like Guido drug dealer.
Yes.
Oh, Luigi, you always got the good stuff. And then his Wario's like really flippant, but like his weakness is like he's like got a soft spot for like his brother Waluigi, who's just like completely mentally gone. So like when Mario's trying to take a jab at him, he's like, "Say hello to your brother for me." And Wario, "Yeah, you." It's just very dark and weird, but I like it. But Ness is the creepy. Ness is freaking creepy in that, but I think Kirby takes the cake for creepy. Like, because they're like they acknowledge that a bunch of characters from Melee aren't there anymore, like Mewtwo. He's like, "Oh, sorry to hear about your boss." And he's like, "Oh, you were the only one. Who's in charge of the Pokemon fights now?" I don't know, some kung fu dog thing.
Kung fu dog thing.
Hong Kong Fooey?
They have what I love for the Pokemon fights. I love it. They actually just have like plushies fighting.
Just throw plushies everywhere. Awesome.
Reminds me of my
battle.
childhood, just throwing plushies at everything.
Oh, I used to do like plushie fights when I was really into like attempting stop motion animation when I was a kid, but like didn't have the patience for actual stop motion, so I kind of winged it.
Nice.
Ooh, that was a. Oh, I thought for a second he survived that. I wouldn't have known how.
Yeah, Villager just got sent flying. Which is to be expected if you get hit by a blue shell. Oh, I forgot that Villager basically just activates balloon fight mode when he's using the up B.
So, you know, one thing I'm glad I was able to make it in time because I wasn't sure at first. Because one thing I gotta love is how older folks deal with computers. I get this call, "Help! It's broken." Okay, what went wrong? I don't know. The screen went dark. Okay, what were you doing? I don't know. Okay, what were you trying to do? Watch church. Okay, so what were you doing leading up to that? I don't remember. Fine, I'll be there in a minute.
Wow.
Turn it off and turn it back on again?
Pretty much. Zoom just timed out.
Okay.
So like I like the way they phrase things. I always like fear that I'm going to be walking into the "this is fine" meme.
Jeez.
Dear.
Yeah, I do. I remember dealing with that a lot. I remember dealing with that sometimes, especially when it was my stepbrother who was trying to use the dishwasher, and he couldn't get the app to work for it because
There's an app. Why?
Or,
a lot of appliances have apps now.
No, the washing machine. Sorry, because it's our communal wash. It's the communal washing machine.
Oh, so you needed that to unlock it or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
House.
Villager summoned the mafia.
Palm Nook, you extorting dick.
But yeah, but then it turned out the app wasn't working for it. It wasn't connecting. So we decided. What I ultimately decided to do was I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in and see if it works. And then it works.
Yeah. It's funny how often that fixes it.
Why? Why an app? Why does a washing machine of all things need an Android app?
Well, if it's in an apartment and it's like locked, that way it's not like coin op. Like you can just like the residents can just unlock it remotely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that makes sense.
And we've had theft of coins in the past.
That does make sense in one respect, but
Ooh, that killed. Ooh.
That was either entirely accidental or a perfect plan by Villager to cut off Ness's jumping ability.
Yeah, he just tanked the PK Thunder. The horror. The horror.
the horror.
By the way, I have watched the Animal Crossing anime.
How is
Okay,
it?
is it okay if I share that image around?
Sure.
We will not skip this battle. It's the battle between two Anubian warriors.
Here we go. Battle for the pants. See.
It's on.
Kid, I've already had someone ask whether you're playing them all or just the classic ones for Silent Hill.
I'm going to play the ones I can get my hands on. So for sure, that's the first 3, probably 4. then it gets a little trickier. Like it's going to be really hard to do Shattered Memories unless I emulate it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a little bit challenging to do like any of the spin-offs, but I still should be able to do like Homecoming.
Homecoming's on Steam, so that one's possibly the easiest.
Yeah,
to get.
the PSP one I don't think I can do. I have a PSP, but I have literally no way to actually connect it to my computer. Well, I have a Vita, but I have no way to connect it.
I could probably do Shattered Memories, but I would have to find a way to obtain the ROM for it.
Oh, I can. I mean, if I can get the ROM, I can do it. Like, I have the physical copy. My problem is that my Wii is it's functional, but I don't have an HDMI converter. It's just fully component. So even if I did get a capture card figured out that was a little more, good save with the Aura with the smash. So even if I did get the capture card figured out, then I'd have to figure out a component converter and then like also correct for aspect ratio. So honestly, an emulator might work better. And I have the real game. It's not like I'm doing anything illegal.
Take it.
Ooh.
No, that is me.
That's you.
Yeah.
That was good.
But all the damage wasn't converted because CC had iframes when he was holding on to the platform. But we have the Dragoon.
No.
You've also got the fact that Lucaria has the Angie mechanic. So high damage is bad.
Man, getting Book of Memories.
Yeah! Oh, that edge card! Yo!
The one the three I'm excited for the most are 2 and Downpour.
Oh, I do have Downpour. That won't be a problem. Although I never finished Downpour because like I got lost in town and then got lost interest. So, but
I congested all of a sudden. Why?
You're allergic to cute? I don't know.
I don't know.
No, it can't be.
Oh, no. Dan summoned Mother Brain.
Good. Brain Blast!
Oh, Brain Blast!
Brain Blast! Get it. Edge guard.
What does that even mean? I don't know. She just does that.
Oh.
Sorry, I gotta stop making Sonic for Hire references.
Star Sling's in play.
Ooh, that's a good way to get out of it.
No.
Beaming Dan up to the mothership and avoiding the blast. Yeah, so the PSP, PS Vita ones are definitely out, barring emulation, and unfortunately emulating the PSP is kind of notoriously challenging on some systems.
It's just like the system architecture.
Well, it's also the fact that the UMD format is weird because the PSP used little tiny discs.
Yeah.
And so getting those ROMs to cooperate is a little more work than just a standard ROM. And then you have the actual there's the problem people have had with it is you get like big frame issues and aspect ratio issues when you emulate it. And Book of Memories was already a little wonky graphically, so. And then Origins had this god-awful grain filter that I couldn't stand.
Really? Would it make it dizzy or hard to see or anything?
It was a ooh, that was a barely hit. So basically what they did was they those old VHS tapes or when you have an antenna and the signal kind of cuts out and you get just weird staticky stuff. They basically had that as a permanent filter anytime you were in other world sections, and it made it kind of insufferable.
Out of time.
Is that it? Is that it?
Kit.
Dan takes it.
Someone wants to know what version of Silent Hill 2 you're playing.
Oh, that's actually a good question. So I will not be playing the HD remake one because that is
don't. That's terrible.
Yeah, no, I remember.
The HD one's a sin.
Yeah,
An actual factual sin.
that game can eat my entire ass with ranch dressing. But the I will be playing the. This is very cool. I will be playing the PC version, scaled up with a mod that is very, very highly rated in the community because it restores all of the PlayStation stuff and then upscales it to high definition.
Nice.
Correctly, without like distorting the shadows and ruining the mechanic and killing the fog. Yeah, it'll be good. 2's my favorite.
Kind of wish they did that for Final Fantasy VIII, to be honest. Because for Final Fantasy VIII, I played the remaster. But the problem was though is that the world map looks worse than the PlayStation version. Oh, and yes, now we're at Gerudo Village. So now it's Boxer versus Jonas.
And I love this music. Ooh, Boxer versus Jonas, the legend. The Bobcat versus the Bobcat artist. I just realized it would be way funnier if he was actually a Bobcat, not a Puma. It would make the pun work better.
Yeah, I just realized both of the other. Oh jeez, there's Twin Rova. Both of the other King Dededes are eliminated, so it's possible that Boxer might win.
Dude, I'm telling you, DDD in these tourneys has had insane. Is an insane performance. So possible.
DDD has Final Smash.
So we now know that Dan Cario is the king of Egypt for now.
Unfortunate. I was hoping it would be me.
On the bright side, you don't have to wear pants.
True.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give the pants back too.
Ooh, I love this music. I really do.
Another Legend of Zelda thing. I will never be pissed on again. Oh wow!
I think my favorite edit is when someone put the Heavy from TF2 and they made his head the moon crashing in Majora's Mask.
No, the best will always be if the moon had freaking Nicolas Cage's face on it.
I'm Nicolas Cage, motherfucker!
Ooh,
You can't destroy me!
Look out! I'm heading down, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing, you weird little tiny people.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Nicolas Cage, like, is just honestly, is just such a strange,
Oh my
delightful
gosh! No,
man.
you have to see his Dead by Daylight cameo.
Dude, his Dead by Daylight cameo almost made me buy that game purely for Nicolas Cage.
I didn't know he was in that.
Somehow he is. Somehow he is.
Yeah, and it is just straight up Nick Cage. He voices himself and everything. He's a survivor, and he has like, I heard that the traits that come with him are actually good, and I think like one of them is supposed to actually be broken if you use it right.
I really want to see the one where he's Dracula, with Renfield.
Yeah, Renfield. It is effectively just Vampire's Kiss if he actually turned into a vampire.
I still think my favorite representation, it's one that my family and I watch every Halloween, is Dracula Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen. Like, full-on Top Gun Dracula, or full-on, not Top Gun, full-on, Naked Gun Dracula movie.
All this talk about Dracula makes me really wish that Stoker was here.
I miss Leslie Nielsen. I adore him. Renfield, look, I'm eating chitin and drinking wine. Like, Master! Everyone's looking at him. I mean, Mister!
crazy thing. So I go into the living room and I find out, talk about Nick Cage. I find out my parents are watching Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, was that? I forgot he was in the live version of that.
Yeah, that was him. He's the sorcerer himself.
I forgot about that. He was Yensid.
Yensid?
He's one hell of a Yensid, man.
Uh-oh. Oh, he is lucky he pulled the hammer out when he did, because he would have gotten blown up real good.
He had invincibility frames during the explosion, yeah. Yeah, one thing I am happy about with the new capture card I have here is that it does have... that there is no delay between sound and visual. So it makes me streaming this a heck of a lot easier.
Oh.
Oh, freaking Midna with a back slap to a bomb for Naval Boxer the win.
Whew. What are the odds?
That is a nuclear grade hammer right there. He's so angry at Kirby. He's like, what do you want for your new hammer, Your Highness? Put a particle accelerator in that motherfucker.
Yep. So now it's Grizz versus.
Bitches love particle accelerators.
I should know. I'm friends with Tony.
So now it's Grizz versus Game Cobra.
Oh.
In Skylands.
Oh, Grizz picked Mega Man. Cool.
Grizz is phenomenal with Mega Man IRL.
No kidding.
Like
wow.
he does the most. He does the best like mixture of projectiles, and he does like really effective keep away. Like he'll do this thing where like he'll put a crash bomb like right through your chest, and then use leaf shield to make sure you can't get it back. And he'll juggle you with the air shooter.
Jeez, Incineroar, why must you consistently freaking throw yourself into the pit? That's the second time that happened to an Incineroar.
Mega Man's still mad about Ruby Spears. He knows what the Canadians did to him and his legacy.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's one reason I actually originally invited Grizz to stream on these things, is because Mega Man is absolutely his favorite series. Jeez, Incineroar is just losing it left and right. Good grief. Oh no!
His AI is completely borked.
Oh, the humanity.
You can't stand high places. It's afraid of heights.
That's a good question.
Unfortunately, Mega Man's jump there couldn't make it to the smaller platform.
This level is very conducive to self-destructs, to be fair. Uh-oh. There it is. All the Mega Man.
Throw in Proto Man and base for an extra salt into the wound.
That's the most love base has gotten in a while, so that's nice.
Oof.
Yeah.
Fast! Why must we be enemies?
Shut up!
I'm a fish. Wait.
It's like, we'd be enemies because you never got my name right. We could have been besties if you got my name right when we first met, but no, you're too good for that. More like super arrogant, rude, dickhole robot.
Mega jerk.
You know what you are, Mega Man? You're a mega jerk.
You mega
Got him. You fucking
Mega
dweeb.
twerp.
Now I've got your power.
Friggin'
what?
Man just straight punches him.
I love it. Ooh, did Guile finish him?
No, it was I think it was another guy.
Oh, I couldn't tell who it was.
What?
Ooh, I love that that's what they use for Mega Man's victory theme, the Mega Man 2. Bless you.
Okay, man.
I don't know.
You do sound a little you're not like laying in a box of cats again or something, right?
Must be allergy season.
My allergies definitely acting up really bad.
I'm so tempted to tell an embarrassing Grizz story, but I think it's too embarrassing.
Do it.
But now
Tell
it's
him
me
to-
versus rear view.
Tell your embarrassing Grizz story.
I don't know. I don't think I know. This one's pretty bad.
Well, Grizz really should be here for it.
That's fair. So he can murder me in person, sure.
Meanwhile,
Ooh,
it's
I
Spear
love this
Pillar.
music. Actually, this is Unova League
Oh yeah.
and Ends Castle. You can tell because it's got his kick-ass music. Seriously, Gen 5 had music that just still blows me away.
And has a castle? What?
Oh yeah, dude, have you never played Pokemon Black or White?
No, I never had the luxury.
Oh, I would recommend it if you ever get around to it. It's pretty darn cheap to get these days.
Well,
Not really.
I would also need.
Well, that depends if you're getting the. That depends if you're getting just the cartridge or boxed.
Yeah. Hell, I've got a spare copy. I'll mail it to you. Just
What platform is it again?
DS.
Oh, well, I don't know where I put mine. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Well, just
I lost
when you get to it, text me your address, your bank account number, and your social security, and I'll get that right to you.
Sure.
Totes
Definitely.
my goats.
Totes my goats.
But I
geez,
just
that urchin.
seriously, the music of Black and White is really something else.
Look at you, a signed autograph from my favorite place, the Bank of SunTrust.
Yes, followed by the bank of that random African prince.
Yes, definitely.
Whatever the meme is for that scam.
Nigerian.
Prince Anne has millions of dollars he's willing to share with you if you just help him out first, because
guys.
everything's locked in the Unova Bank.
See, hello.
It's dinner time. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, jeez.
I wonder who he's eating.
Who he says.
Yeah, it's interesting. They refer to Anne in the Japanese version as Prince Anne and King in the US one, which was kind of interesting.
Kingu.
Yeah. But yeah, you see the castle in the background? There's this
I do.
pivotal point where Anne and his group, I won't ruin everything for you, but they literally surround the Pokemon League with this giant castle to just take the whole fucking thing over.
What, did they just drop the castle on them?
It actually comes up from underground.
Oh, gosh. How could they afford that?
I don't know. Gets us as a mad bank account.
Apparently.
But the soundtrack on that one is amazing. Like, I'm particularly obsessed with N's final battle theme.
Yeah.
It plays a lot like his normal battle theme, but then it just suddenly breaks into pipe organ. And then you get like this beating heart kind of bass and like this ticking clock kind of in the background. It's just very intense all of a sudden.
Beat my heart.
Hey, would you look at that? It's Shaman.
You weren't even in Unova, poser.
At least she can go anywhere.
Are those two Smash Balls, or is one of them fake?
I mean, one of them's probably fake. I think there's only ever one at a time. Octopus time.
Now we're even.
Ooh, got the tail skewer. And the Starman.
There's a starman waiting in the sky.
Don't get me started. I'm a big Bowie fan.
Oh gosh, man, it really sucks that I only started legit really getting into Bowie by the time I figured out he died.
Oh, that is sad.
I'm like, why did I never get into his music? This is amazing.
And then you find out, oh, that's why.
Like the Legend of Black Star. It started there, and I was all like, yo, this is really rad for posthumous work.
You know, even though it's definitely not his most popular song, I still think Space Oddity is probably one of my favorites.
Didn't it?
Goes very hard.
I don't care what you think about it. It's a vintage classic, one of those rock star opera sort of things.
Ooh, shoot! Sudden death it is.
Right up there
Almost
with
had him.
Bohemian
Almost had him.
Rhapsody. Right
Uh-oh.
up there with...
And with that torch, I've been eliminated. The winner is Rearview.
Yo!
At least you went out flaming. That's how every good dragon should go.
Goodbye, everybody.
So now
Dude,
it's you versus an angry rabbit.
Oh boy. Hey, even if I lose this one, I can say Cloud got murdered by an angry rabbit. That's worth something.
Isn't it?
Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead.
Dead.
There's something,
There's something
wrong.
wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom?
Ah, that's a good song.
Man, I love when it gets into the two-part harmony in the chorus. I've ended up figuring out how to make it 3-part. Sometimes I just join along in that as I hum along in the background. It sounds so good in my ears.
Ooh, Ashley's theme. Probably one of the better WarioWare characters. I think I like 9-Volt better. Then again, he's a cat, so of course I do.
Right. By the way, oh jeez.
Oh, brutal! What did he hit me with?
I think it was like a mine or something.
No! No!
Happily, you took low damage, so you're able to escape it.
Come on, Cloud. You've been a semifinalist twice and a finalist once. What are you doing, my man? There we go.
Get him!
You know what's cool? If you give him the Advent Children costume, he actually does on the Splash V5.
V5?
Mm-hmm.
The one he does in the movie. He doesn't.
Where he does where he uses 50 different swords.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where he takes Buster Sword apart. I see.
Yeah, because he's got this awesome sword called the first Tsurugi sword. That's like one Buster sword that's made out of like 7 smaller swords.
Right. It was featured in Advent Children.
Also, the fact that he can switch dynamically between different sword styles was the other half of Kayla's inspiration for her fighting style.
Oh yeah.
Zero from Mega Man was a big one, but but being able to switch dynamically was another big one for her.
Switch dynamically. Does it depend on the type of blade she's using?
Well, so she's just kind of collects them and just can switch depending on the purpose. I want her to be able to fill literally any battlefield role.
Nice. So technically, she can be the Edgelord.
That's her legal name, the Edgelord.
Yeah, the more martial I made her, the more interesting the more interested I got in having her combat style really be well developed and fluid. Because in the very original iteration of the game, she was actually kind of more of the magic centric.
The mom killed you.
Of course she did.
God damn it, Mom! Why did you kill me?
Oh, it just took him to 58 in one go. That sucked.
Betrayal.
Oh, god damn it! God. I'm getting eaten by the angry strawberry gremlins. Cloud, I need this, man. Don't mortgage lifter me.
Hey, that wound is still very much so raw.
Raw, do you need help searing it?
Yes.
Do you need help searing it? Give it a bit of a grill mark before you broil it.
Sad freaking hitting a freaking block like that.
Before
He
we
would've hit him.
roast it.
He would have hit him too. There it is. Come on, grab it. Oh,
Damn,
come on.
I'm getting roasted every time you open your mouth, man.
Well, some people say my breath is... Some people say my diss tracks are fire.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, but with the amount of damage Cloud's taken, it's going to be... Holy cow, Olimar survived.
He survived?
All of the momentum that he took, that he would have taken from that, got cut down because of the stage layout.
Cloud, I need.
Okay, I'm back.
Cloud, it's the power of friendship or some shit time, okay? You gotta dig real deep into the anime crap, okay?
Run the track! Run the track!
Never mind, stay up there.
This is gonna end up being,
Good lad.
Thank you, Mom. You just made this into a sudden death.
I have returned.
Hey, kid. It's easy.
Hi.
Cloud.
The two of them are
This to me.
basically the same person.
Not really. No.
Have
Only
you
people are
ever
in the same
seen
place.
Kit and CC in the same room? I think not.
Yep, but the winner is Cloud. Congrats, Kit. You move on to the next round.
I'm gonna get that, Edgelord. Just you wait.
Wait, why is Kit muted?
I don't know.
He's probably clipping.
Yeah, probably.
So now it's Gabe versus Cat Commander.
No, but I am now. But no, it was ongoing war between bird and dog.
Oh, pets, I see.
Oh, nice to get more gangplank sounds.
Dr. Pepper.
Dog and pepper.
Yeah, I have Dr. Pepper.
Cool.
Mm,
Dr. Pepper's pretty good.
it is.
It's always between either Dr. Pepper or Sprite for me.
I do not like Sprite at all.
Oh, jeez, that combo. Freaking the arms
Okay.
dude and freaking
Oh,
final smash right there.
oh, goddamn! I do not feel good tonight at all. Jesus,
Oh, I'm sorry, hon.
it's fine.
You be okay to continue here, dude?
If it makes you feel any better, you probably feel better than my my mom's dog. The bird just threw something at him.
Oh no!
The bird really do be saying "fuck you" though.
It's okay. The dog has a very hard head. Like he'll do zoomies into the wall, so he'll be okay.
Right.
The world just bird thrown at him.
A wood block.
Oh, jeez!
At what speed?
Oh, she's a spiteful little thing. Sometimes my friend Mike tried to give her a walnut one time, and she picked it up and threw it at him.
How? How does a bird throw that fast? How is a bird like Derek Jeter?
Have you ever seen a macaw?
Not in person, no.
Okay, they've got giant heads because like 90% of their heads are dedicated to jaw muscles.
Right, but I mean, how is she swinging that fastball? I can't understand how she's able to swing a fastball with like a flick of the head and a beak.
It's all in the technique and the muscles, I guess.
I suppose so.
Because I'll find stuff across my room like an impressive distance. So
Finally, Incineroar was able to use a dropkick, and it didn't end up committing suicide.
Very good.
it was a big win.
Now hopefully the NPC AI will know how to continue with that.
Yeah, right now it's 3-2. Right now it's 3-2 for Ganondorf. And Incineroar just got his final smash.
I'm just glad my bird Sadie is a little bit nicer than one of the ones I fostered when I was younger. We had a Quaker parrot named
Oh
Jade.
no, it happened again.
Oh, both of them.
And again.
Oof.
Quaker parrots are not very big. They're just a little bit. They're around the size of a cockatiel, but they are incredibly territorial. Very strange little characters. And we had one that just like absolutely like cheered for the destruction of humanity.
And unfortunately, we have a destruction of a cat because Gabe moves on to the next round.
Yeah.
Like, I remember- So for a while, we had this bird Jade, and he lived in my parents' room, and sometimes we'd watch TV in there together. So that's where my dad likes to watch TV. And we'd watch news, and they'd be like, 2 soldiers were killed in a training mission, and the bird would go,
Wow.
it would just like lose its mind, like happy. It was an evil little bird. I loved him.
Oh, jeez. Skip this battle?
Wow.
No, because now it is Dan versus creepy villager.
Ooh, good luck, Dan. May you leave with your immortal soul intact.
Ugh.
Yep.
Kit, you now have me convinced that all birds are.
Dan versus Deary the deer.
I'm telling you, this is not some idle thesis. I've been thinking about this for a while.
I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom.
Well, I'm sometimes a bird, and I can tell you I'm pretty evil.
Ooh, this is Scrap Brain Zone. I like this music.
Birds are just so funny.
They're just funny because like she,
This is my territory.
although I'll tell you, the other thing that was funny about Jade was Quaker parrots are great mimics. Like macaws, not so much. Like Sadie can mimic, but like it's pretty squawky. But Quakers can actually mimic a lot of human speech. And I'm telling you this, this is not something my family typically says very often. This bird heard, after hearing it like twice, the phrase, "shut your pie hole."
Oh, wow.
We had to lock the little bastard up during the Christmas parties because he'd start yelling it at the top of his lungs.
No!
Little guy really just said, "Shut the fuck up! I'm trying
Yeah, he
to
was just-
sleep."
Yeah, he was just done with us.
Shut the hell your mouth!
Oh, you can bet that if he was around for the whole Chris Rock thing, it would have been keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Damn.
Well,
I'm telling you though, I don't know what it was, but this bird, very, very aggressive when he was in his cage, but then he was like so incredibly sweet when you get him out because they're just very territorial. Like we'd go to the vet, and the vet would be like, "Oh, he's such a sweet bird," and my sister and I would look at each other and be like, "No, he's not."
You haven't seen him at his worst.
He really is just such a sweet bird. Meanwhile, you know the truth.
And actually, he died in probably the funniest way.
Oh,
No, I mean, like, I don't mean that to be mean. I was really glad he lived as long as he did because he had kind of a bad liver, and so we got him more years than we thought we would.
Oh, jeez, Dan, the villager is just murdering you.
I know, this projectile spam mother man.
Dan walked into Villager painting pictures of clowns, and now is just one of the Lucario skeletons under his basement.
I know, villager walks up and he's like, "I am the villager, this is my magic murder bag."
So
I am Henry Villager, and this is my magic mother bag.
Of course,
He brings out all of the stops, he brings out all the projectile spam. It ain't even usual. Look at this!
Ooh,
Look
boy.
at this.
And that final smash is incredibly close range too.
Kit, finish story.
Oh yeah, so Jade, we took him to the vet periodically because his liver was off, his enzymes were also off. So we had to occasionally had to get his beat ground down because it would grow a little too long. And so we took him into the vet one time, and I remember we took him in, and his favorite tech was there, and he said, "Hey, how's Jade?" And I said, "I don't know. He looks like he feels a little squirrely today." And she goes, "Nah, he's fine." And she takes him back. And apparently, during the middle of this grinding, apparently he just like looked up at her and then fell over dead. And so she came back out and she goes, "He wasn't fine."
Jeez.
Poor thing.
Jeez.
I feel bad. I feel bad laughing about it. It's just that he was such a weird little bird, and it was just such a him thing to do to like traumatize some poor vet tech on his way out.
Wow.
It was just that's how he would have wanted it.
Wow.
Yeah. What really?
It's like
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things that really helps freaking Villager in this stage is that that explosive doesn't stop anywhere. It just slides along.
That was brutal.
Hey, look! I found the fossil of the Lucario I just beat.
It's mud.
He's like, "I love decorating my house with the bones of my victims."
Are we sure he's not a bird?
My world is burning down around.
Yes, his nose kind of looks like a beak.
So now it's Boxer versus Grizz.
Oh boy, Grizz! If you take this one down, you'll be the DDD Slayer. That's a big achievement. So I apologize,
here's Spear Pillar.
So I apologize dropping that on you and like being cavalier about it. It's just like he was on a lot of borrowed time, and like he was just such a weird little character that it was just very funny that he would like make no ceremony of it and just fail on life that way. We've had a lot of pets over the years, and he was certainly one of the most offbeat and memorable ones.
For my best friend, here's my biggest prank.
Oh yeah, no, like if there's an afterlife, I'm gonna be there, and he's gonna be like, "Ha!" It's like
it'd be like that. You would see you would be seeing like the grave of Penn and Teller, and you would see on it is this your card, and it's a two, and it's like, is this your card, and you have a two of clubs in your pocket for some reason.
It's the poor lad, he's pooping on the angels now.
Finds the statue of Michael and just paints it white.
Why is Gabriel Christopher Walken?
Why is
Because that was a movie Christopher Walken did play as Gabriel.
Was that was that the one where no, that was Dogma, where Alan Rickman was Metatron.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Dogma. It was
Yeah,
actually a different movie.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember. For some reason, that it made me think of that.
You'll have to confess your sins. I am Metatron.
She's got she picks up a baseball bat. Oh yes, you're very menacing. And what are you going to do with that fish? And it turns into a fish.
Perfect edge guard.
That was well done.
Everything's reversed.
Ooh.
Everything's reversed.
I feel miserable.
You don't sound so good, bud.
I feel very miserable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You okay?
You don't think you have a cold, do you?
I don't know.
Okay, just don't let anyone grind your beak for the next 72 hours, and it'll be okay.
Oh.
I do know allergies can be really bad this time of year, though. I've been having a little bit of my asthma flare up, which usually only happens once or twice a year.
Yeah, I do get pretty bad allergies. I really do.
Come on. Grizz, please at least make this up.
I was gonna say, so I do get stuffy noses from, I do get the stuffy noses from time to time, but I don't remember being actually allergic to anything, you know? It sucks having the stuffy nose all the time.
I'm allergic to cats, so I haven't been near a cat in a long time.
We can't
all
be
the
friends.
bouncing.
Just be glad it's not. Be glad it's not foxes. Then we'd have some on. We'd be having some real awkward moments in hazmat suits.
Definitely can't be near Roshan.
He's allergic to the cat's secondary toxoplasmosis.
That's a.
He's immune. His immune system actively fights against it. He will not be taken by the cat charms.
CC can only handle.
Meanwhile, I have both of my cats right here. I'm just drowning in toxoplasmosis right now.
Baby.
CC can only handle the cookies part of Roshan.
Apparently.
Ooh, that was a good. Ooh.
Yep,
that was a good hit.
But Grizz is very much ahead. So.
My mom likes to tell this story of one time. I think her and my grandma were making cookies, and I was like real little, and I kept sneaking more cookies to eat them, and every time, either my mom or my grandma would say, "Hey, you've eaten too many of those. You should stop, or you're gonna get sick." I was like, "No, I'll be fine. I'll be okay." And then I kept eating them until I eventually threw up.
Oh.
Well, you learned the hard way.
Needless to say, he was not fine.
Yeah, similar thing happened to me, but with ice cream.
At that point, collect the canine. He fucked up.
I do love
going to going to sudden death.
Man, he was so solidly ahead for a minute. Oh, he got it though.
With the great old slash claw, Mega Man beatboxer
takes the clutch. That penguin man ain't going anywhere anymore.
Oh boy!
Sorry,
now we'll just need him to
beat.
Now we'll just need him to kick the ass of the other three.
Oh boy!
Ah, yes. Now it's
Kit versus Rearview.
It's Cloud's greatest nemesis, stick figure.
I'm still mad.
What?
I'm still mad. This game is bad. All of my choices don't matter. The numbers don't matter. Villager is a projectile spammer.
What even is this song? What even is this?
Spanish Flea.
Oh, okay.
And why do you have just the greatest soundboard of all time?
It sucks, dude. There is the 90% of the buttons I don't even use. I mean, I got this one, which is like.
Let me get a boneless pizza with a 2-liter of Coke.
I get 2 number 5s, a
Which
number 5 large.
2-liter machine broke.
Oh
we got
god,
1 liter
that's
though.
great. Hey, CJ.
That freaking shell is just bouncing on a spring forever. That's its
Dude,
life.
Dude, Cloud is ruthless.
He wants desperately to fight. He wants desperately to battle Grizz.
Oh boy, that'll be good.
He wants the family battle as prophesized by the mighty mains.
What's funny is these are 2 of our mains. Like he's definitely a Mega Man main, and Cloud is definitely someone else.
Me.
And it's down to the wire. Like he's gotten really good at Smash. Like I cannot always keep up. He kicks the snot out of me as often as I do him. So it's.
It's because he's younger. His brain moves faster. He has more neurons to burn.
There it is. Ooh, it's doing the Mario 1 castle.
Takes flat motherfucker out of here.
You know, Koji Kondo said he just never expected that in his entire life that he would have been remembered for his entire history of self-education in music would be remembered by the Super Mario Brothers overworld theme. He genuinely never expected anyone to think anything of it, and let alone be one of the most famous tunes of all time.
Well, you know what? Thought wrong.
You know what's wild? Uematsu and Toby Fox are also self-taught. There's a weird trend in some self-taught musicians being really good.
Look out, it's beware.
Oh no! Beware the beware. No,
Not beware.
no, the teddy bear
Pokemon
of
that can
doom.
literally crush you to death.
Yeah. Like, I will give you huggies. And
Beware.
powderize your spine.
What do you like best? Awesome
Beware,
Huggy
beware.
Wuggy.
He is the, beware. He is the cousin of Squishalow.
Do you like awesome Huggy Wuggy, Big John? Oh.
I don't want
to
deal with freaking Huggy Wuggy because I have to deal with all the Huggy Wuggy nonsense all the time at the place I work.
Oh god, I can
No.
imagine.
No. Must I ask? Must I ask where this is?
Elementary school.
Oh. Why is everybody here? Like majority of the people I know are in the public school system.
It takes a lot of people to keep it running. It takes a lot of people.
Well, I mean, it does take a village, but at the same time, the public school system needs a real restructuring.
What the heck were you doing there, Cloud?
I
Did you
don't
just
know.
let go?
Cloud, I know you're representing me, but
Bring it.
the I don't know I'm stupid and gay sticker can only go so far, my dude.
The stupid and gay sticker is just kind of working.
That sticker is. I've used that a distressing amount of times. Like it's concerningly appropriate. Good sticker.
I thought Cloud was asexual.
I don't know. He's got 2 ladies that were interested in him at some juncture, and Barrett. You can actually go out with Barrett if you play your cards right in the
No kid.
in Gold Coffer.
Yo. Nice. We're gonna touch those big old biceps. The
He gets mad.
Don't get too excited. Nothing really happens.
No, it's not really that romantic. In fact, Barrett gets mad at the fireworks and starts shooting at them.
It's Barrett for you. I would enjoy it anyway.
Ooh, Grim Reaper kill.
I get him a magazine of tracer rounds and have our own fireworks.
Hey, Rearview, you're gonna have to get a new character. Your freaking he got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm. He's gone. Goodbye, everybody. He had to go.
Goodbye,
Didn't-
everybody. I have to go.
Goodbye, Moon Man.
So now it's Cam versus Deary.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Literally, he was a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, get this guy off the tournament. Thunderbolts
He was
and
a little
lightning,
silhouette of a
Cloud is
man,
very
right?
frightening. Omnislash.
Bismillah.
He's nothing more than a shadow of himself. That's all that's left of him.
He's just a poor boy, nobody loves him.
It's just a poor boy, you're a poor family.
Spare him his life for this monstrosity. Bismillah, no. I had to look up what Bismillah meant. Like I didn't. That's an obscure. That's a weird phrase.
It's an actual name, isn't it?
No, it's like Arabic. It's like a heresy in Islam. Bismillah.
Really?
Something like that. I remember looking it up at one point.
That sounds kind of haram.
Look, I don't know
Sounds
what.
kind of haram.
Look, I don't know what drugs Freddie Mercury had. Just that they were the best.
Freddie Mercury had all the drugs. Man was never
Well,
not
I mean, there were probably at times when you had to have some really strong prescriptions. Oh.
Oh, jeez, Villager is just taking everything.
Get that off the stage. Put him back in school. Take him back to the daycare. You'll throw make him throw toys at other kids instead of some actual fighters.
Even the demon king of the desert can't handle this little psychopath.
Put him back in the school system. Make him take away his bag. Give him only school books. Make him carry it around.
Dan's an old school disciplinarian, I guess. Right. It's like, no, Timmy, you will not murder random animals on Sonic levels. Bad.
Oh, that dog was a martial artist, and he decided to
Now go
throw
the
all of
box.
his. That dog was a martial artist. Snoop Dogg was a martial artist. This kid comes out of elementary school with all kinds of toys and all kinds of wooden blocks and everything. And he's all like, "Oh, I'm the master of throwing things. Watch this. I'm like Derek Jeter throw 100 miles per hour's ball." And you know what? I come out the sky. I'd be all like, "No."
Yeah, but we
Dan,
are,
why?
but we have three. But we have three lives each. How long that'll last, though, considering the damage Ganondorf's taken. That was just a lack of jumping power.
Come on, even this buff redhead got to take care of the kid. He's a cheater. This kid's a cheater. Sakurai, why did you put him in the roster? What is this? Ah, what?
Yeah,
Don't make him sweep. Don't make him sweep.
Unfortunately, Villager is a package deal with freaking Isabelle.
Well, Isabel's got it. She probably taught Villager how to projectile spam. Kid doesn't even deserve a job. Make him put the broom and pan back in the closet.
Oh, down, boy, down.
It's so unfortunate.
I've got the pants here. I'll clean the floors.
That attack would have knocked Villager if Ganondorf didn't use the freaking the freaking pop block or whatever the POW block, because then he would have gotten hit by Ganondorf's final smash.
Oh boy.
No, not the house.
I think this is game.
This dude, this kid,
Dude, that was brutal.
kid.
That was brutal.
Hey, look! It's the thing that represents all. It's the thing that represents Dan's all of hopes and dreams, and now it's in my hand.
I hate kids that are raised by bad parents.
Look. All of his hopes and dreams are like a little bug. Pour me to a squish.
I hate kids that are raised by bad parents. You can see this kid was raised by no parents.
They call the furries.
But now
They call the furries father. Oh boy, it is, isn't it?
Boy.
Oh boy. Okay.
Good.
No, this actually has played out repeatedly, so I'm very curious to see how this goes.
Finally, some good fucking battles.
Oh, and it's on Balloon World. Of course, he always beats me on Balloon World. God damn it.
Yeah, is there some? Let's say there's a history with Balloon World.
Yes. Balloon World is the push button kit die level. I shouldn't tell you this. If Haggis finds this out, I'm ruined.
It's okay.
Why does he like Balloon World, or he just
No,
think
he
it's
just likes me losing.
Of course he would.
Now it's a question.
Uh-oh. Get out of there!
Dodged it. Still better than having fun in Balloon Land.
I love that they actually have him explode like classic Mega Man style when he eats it. Oh no! Wait a minute, Wily's helping Mega Man? What did Cloud do for this to happen? Rivalry is what gives life meaning. Now go, destroy him.
Destroy the child.
That's in order.
Oh, that was, dude. That Wily capsule is categorically the most evil Wily capsule too.
Break that blonde boy's pelvis and put him in the hospital.
Of course, they would choose that one instead of any of the other ones.
Yeah. They can't give you like the enjoyable like Peekaboo Mega Man 4 one. No, they go full on dun 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 dun, and then everybody dies.
No.
Then rocks fall and everyone dies.
Seriously, if anyone's ever actually played Mega Man 7, those first few bars of that track will give anyone an anxiety attack.
Yeah, I did that on stream. It's terrible.
I know. I really wish I was there for that part. I mean, that's terrible. I feel terrible for you. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Cloud, use it or lose it. Ah,
You lost it. I'm pretty sure that Mega Man still had his invincibility frames at that point, so he could use it even if he wanted to.
he probably would have. He probably would have Great Foxed himself if he had tried it.
Yeah, sent himself off the stage by mistake, which has happened countless times.
That's how I usually lose. Uh-oh. Mega Man Volnut in the back. I helped!
Oh, it's
Yeah.
2-4.
Oh boy. Get the Master Ball. No, don't let the robot who can use literally everybody's weapons absorb Pokemon now.
Got
Oh, boy.
Entei. Which is fine, because Entei's attack only goes upward.
All the usefulness of Heatman condensed in one Pokemon.
Yeet. I still
You know what's
remember,
funny? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I still remember the whole situation that happened with in Mega Man NT Warrior, where friggin' Fireman was just murdered by Freeze Man, and then they brought in Heat Man as a replacement.
Oof. So you know what's funny? I didn't realize when I was a lot younger that Heatman's basically a Zippo lighter. I thought so. Like for the longest time, I always thought it's so weird. He looks like Cardboard Box Man. Yeah, say that. Why would you fire that then, Mega? I mean, I'm not complaining, but
Well, what'd I
I'm
do?
not complaining. I'm just complaining heavily.
I'm complaining
It's like-
that my opponent is kind of a dud sometimes.
it's
Yeah,
it's
I
kind
should
of like
know.
it's kind of like that other image that I've gotten a lot of use out of. I'm not kink shaming. I'm kink asking why.
I should know. That kid ain't even in the legal limit.
No.
And they let him into the tournament. Come on.
It's over. It's Jover.
Boys,
Jover.
Boys, it's Jover.
It's Jover, Jack. Oh, he's not even gonna get to finish.
Oh, yo, look at that pig.
At least he goes out on the Gay Pride Disco.
Winner
I say Gay
is
Pride
Flag.
Disco, and then you get da 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 da. Gay Pride Disco victory. Wow, that was a good fight.
So now it's you versus.
No,
It's you versus
No.
Deary.
what have I signed up for? No, Deary's gonna eat my femur.
No, he's not. I think you can. I think you can do to this kid what the tournament committee could not.
Okay, I'll avenge you, Dan.
In Abandoned Frigate.
Yeah, so you got the Parasite Queen in the back, and she's like, this kid's freaking me out, you guys.
Come on, kid, you can bring this on.
I mean, be a giant alien bug monster, but this kid, oof, gives me bad vibes.
No.
There
Don't
it
let
is.
him. Don't let. No.
Yeah.
Why'd you bring it back
Ah,
up?
shoot.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Claw.
Not the crane game, no! No, not the crane game, why? First Dr. Wily, now Dr. Cossack are after me.
His name's Cossack?
Well, no, it reminds me a lot of the Cossack machine. In Mega Man 4, there's a scientist, Dr. Cossack.
Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Come on, kid, you can do this.
Omnislashed him out of there. Oh, never mind. You don't need to. You can recover without it.
No, he has this. He has this. He has to have it.
That's fake. That's fake.
No.
I knew it. That's fake.
No, you can get him out quick. You can battle even the playing field.
Yeah. Don't let him get into health field. Come on, Cloud. Clim hazard.
You can Jupiter that man. You can Jupiter that man. There it is. There it is.
Almost. Come on, bring it home. He's planting things. Don't let him do it. There he is.
Yes.
Cross
Oh, love cross slash. Taking the dragoon part too.
Yeah, dragoon. Yeah, villager has the dragoon parts.
Yeah, that's not good. At least he's not on a time limit for this one. There it is.
I don't know if it's enough damage to eliminate a life.
No, it has
That's
to be.
Come on, Cloud. You got this. Don't let him children of the cornea.
Abra.
No, you can make this work. You can make this work. Don't let him build a house. Don't let him build that house. Tom Nook is a terrible real estate agent.
Well, yeah, he's a member of the mafia. By the way, now
what?
retired.
Oh, dead even. Cloud, get down there. Take his shit. Steal the dragoon stuff. No! Cloud, no. Cloud, he's got it.
No.
Oh, God.
That? That's
And
cheating.
he stole the banana.
That's cheating.
Is this kid is this kid from a Stephen King village then? I take it?
Stephen King.
This is creepy.
It's the child from It. It's one of the children from It. No, even better, he has The Shining.
No better. This motherfucker is from the Village of the Damned.
Hey, kid, you got that shinning. You mean shining. You want to get sued?
Ah, jeez.
Cloud! You had it, man!
Wasted the upward there.
Cloud!
No. Yes. No.
Wait, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight, I need your help. Shovel Knight. I need you, my dude.
No.
There it is.
There it is.
Nice combo
Okay.
with Shovel Knight.
Big
Bring
ass
it
sword,
home,
big
bring it
ass
home,
shovel.
bring it
What's not to
home.
love?
It turns out that I think Shovel Knight might have actually been on the other person's side because he got hit by it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you bring it back? Can you bring it back with another Omni?
Maybe. Yes. Yes.
It is. I'll give you just enough time to pick up that trophy.
I
And
don't know
see
if
what
it's enough
else
damage though. It is enough damage. Cloud.
The
Oh, no,
trophy!
he
what are
got-
you doing?
Oh,
No,
he
no,
got
he's gonna
shadow.
get
Don't let the
Chaos
kid
control.
have this!
He's gonna get
Zamodo!
pissed on by Shadow.
Oh crap! Wind.
Happily, the petrification didn't knock you away. So
Okay.
Let's just
Cloud. My dude.
dab on his ass.
My dude. It's okay.
You
He's
got
gotta
this.
start
Whoops.
Fortnite dancing.
You've done.
Cloud.
You've done weirder stuff, Cloud. You've had.
Oh!
Yeah.
No.
Let's keep away. Keep away. Don't let that creepy little bastard near you.
No, he's
Hang
gonna
out till
get
sudden
close.
death. He got it.
No! No,
The-
he's going
the AI
for it! He's too close!
The AI is programmed to just go in.
No! Wait, come on, 10 seconds, Cloud, no!
unfortunately, 10 seconds is too long. Villager, Deary the Deer moves on to the finals. Deary the
Look at
Deer
those.
moves on to the finals where he
El pendejo, el pendejo.
That's just Kit's mental state right now.
Deary the Deer moves on to the finals where he faces off against Arcadius.
It's okay, Kit. Arcadius will avenge you. Probably. Absolutely not. Kit's just gone.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
No, I'm sure he's clipping.
Our only hope we have now against this neurotic child is an anime protagonist.
Indeed.
Villager. You literally had it on Villager.
I'm trying to find. I've lost track. My screen is so big.
Okay, further to your left. One more.
There it is, right next to Wolf. Right next to Wolf and Mega Man.
Go
Between
back
Wolf
left.
and Mega Man. There
Stop.
you go.
There you go. God damn, man.
Oh, stop.
So
You'll
now
have
it's
a
time
bad
for
days,
the
come
final
on.
round. 5 lives, unlimited lives in Big Blue.
Oh boy.
We haven't had Big Blue in a long time. This is gonna be twos. Oh no,
Yeah,
that's not a
we're
good
off to an
start.
amazing start. We're off to an
No.
amazing.
At this
Dan,
point, we're
get
gonna have
that-
to outlaw. At this point, we're gonna have to outlaw the Animal Crossing villager and Isabelle. On that note,
Dan, you're gonna have to get that soundboard ready.
Arcadius's day in the sun is I was hoping it would be brighter.
Arcadius can
Arcadius
take this
summoned a
kid and throw him
dragon.
into the sun.
Oh, at least it's
Summon
Rathalos.
Rathalos. Come on.
Come
I think we
on,
would
this
have.
kid
I
can.
think we would have had better luck if it was a Rathalos.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. Angry
the
hormonal
green-
female
the green
dragons are where it's
female
at.
dragon, yeah.
Oh, you
What
got
about the
this.
what about the
Come on.
black one that's like canonically in heat?
What? Excuse me?
Never mind.
Nardacuga?
That might be it. Yeah, that's like the only thing that distinguishes it from the other dragons is that it's like uber horny and wants to murder you over it.
Oh.
When was
So-
that?
Fun fact, I'm in a server with some friends, and literally half the active people in that server are Nargacugas. Like Anthro-Nargacugas, because the furry fandom is hot for this dragon.
Yeah.
Yes, good.
That tracks.
But you deserve that. You deserve that.
And
Not you, this dumb villager. Sorry.
it's so bad that that server literally has a...
What? He had the no.
No, the first one was a charge. The second one is a smash ball.
I don't care. He had his turn already.
And this time Joker got caught.
No, that's not fair. His has too much throwback. What is this dude with his mortgaging house? Why does he have a real estate agent on his side? Build something with so much knockback.
Slay Queen.
And Villager
But,
couldn't keep up. Got caught with the Meowth over there. He couldn't get back on the F-Zero machine. So now we're even again.
Ooh, that makes me wonder who's worse, Meowth or Tom Nook?
Tom Nook, because his criminal empire is still ongoing.
Because he's competent.
I get the meme, I really do, and I like the meme, but honestly, Tom Nook's one of the better characters in the franchise.
But certainly better than the Isabelle
actually
bot.
helps you out, you know? He gives you a loan, he gives you a job, he unfortunately can't keep you on forever because, you know, he's got his own business to run and you literally work yourself out of a job. He asked for no collateral, which if he was truly a mob boss, he'd ask for collateral out the ass. It'd be a fucking Faustian bargain with him. And he
put a lot
never
of thought into
raises
this,
the...
Aiden. A lot of thought.
Yeah. That loan is like one of the best loans anyone could ever ask for because it's literally like there's no problem. There's no issue. You can't pay it. You can't pay it. Just whenever you can, bro. Get back to me on this.
Oh, he's certainly better than the experimental Isabelle bot that I tinkered with. Oh, good lord.
Literally one more. Literally one more.
Dude,
Come on,
Arcadius
Joker.
might bring it home. Arcadius might.
Please. What was that?
No, Joker.
No.
Run away. Run away from the
Run.
house.
Take that away.
Nope. We got caught. But it's 1-1.
Okay. It's not over yet.
It's 1-1 on a shitty map with a character that can barely keep his footing.
Villagers got them balloons.
What is this? Who's that? Who's that? Who bring this Sekiro guy here?
My balloons. He stole my balloons.
He stole my balloons!
On fucking
Bob?
free balloon day, even that motherfucker. Kill
Bang.
Come on,
him.
you got this. You
Dead.
got this. You got this.
Dude, I am on edge. This is tense.
Kill his
I need-
ass.
I need that villager to suffer.
Come on, take that edge, turn into an edge
You
lord right
guys
there. He's
steal
Arsene.
a
You can do this.
balloon on
You can
free
do
balloon
this.
day.
Take
Get
this
the blue
psychotic child out of here. Put him back into the school
Blue shell.
system where
Get
he can
the blue
be
shell.
well adjusted.
Joker. Blue shell. Joker. Joker.
Blue shell. Blue shell Joker. Yes, throw it. Throw it. Okay,
Yes.
threw it.
Yes. Yes. Let it end.
Go.
No.
You missed the one time. The
Oh.
one time the blue shell whiffs.
Yeah, but Joker has
No,
final
there it is.
smash.
There it is. There it is.
There
Take
it
it.
He hits!
Yes. I think you got it.
You'll never
this
see
instant kill?
it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for
He killed it.
You're done.
In the background.
I need some celebratory for this.
The winner is Arcadius. He is the new champion.
Oh my god.
Hey, would you be willing to take? Would anybody be willing to take a screenshot of this and send this to Arcadius?
Yeah,
It's
sure. I was gonna
probably
clip
the
it, dude.
best image. because you never see the villager just like get sent flying after this. He just straight up murdered a child.
The Phantom Thieves decided to lift the no killing rule this one time to kill a fucking child.
Yeah, but happily that child is a psychopath, so it counts. Be gone. Be gone, villager.
Be gone. Be gone. Put him back in the school system. Take him back to 2nd grade. He's been pushed back 2 years. He needs to learn all over again.
I got a friend that teaches 2nd grade.
Well, I mean, not that one. I mean, like across, like, say, like Los Angeles, West Coast kind of thing. Where nobody wants to. Unless I'm talking out of my ass, which is a large possibility.
They got
And
the
with
full
that,
wake up,
yes.
get out there.
This is the end of Ultimania 10. The new winner is Arcadius. And with that, it's time that we took a quick break because it's time to go from this to Mega Man X8. So
Oh boy.
I will be right back.
Alright.